Yeah, Mister.
Good morning, mister.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
mister.
Excellent. Good morning.
Morning.
How
Mister,
about
my camera is dead. Then I'm going
Good
to
morning,
put. My
Master.
camera is dead. It's not. My camera, mi teléfono no tiene carga.
okay? Your cell phone is the power battery of your cell phone is dying. Okay,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
because
you
his
need to
camera
pull
No,
a
the
is
plug.
cell
in
phone
the
is
top.
dead.
Okay,
It's dead.
that's
Because
okay.
I'm going to put it. Yeah, this picture. That's cool, right?
No.
Mhm.
No.
Okay, then don't worry about it, guys. I understand. So before to start the class, happy Children's Day. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
mister.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
All
you.
right.
Master.
13 years
Mister.
old. 13 years
Thank
old.
you,
No, but
Mister.
12, yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, guys, we're going to continue. We're going to continue with what we learned yesterday, right? This time we're going to continue creating identifying patterns of the arithmetic sequence. Remember, an arithmetic sequence is easy to identify because the quantity numbers, in this case, we want to call terms, right? It will increase or decrease at the same rate, okay? It's in simple many words. After that, we're going to learn what does that mean in geometric sequence. Okay, in the geometric sequence, it's almost the same thing than the arithmetic sequence, but the difference is instead to use addition or subtraction, in the geometric sequences, we're going to use a product or division sometimes. But don't worry about it. We're going to learn what does that mean in geometric sequence later. Okay, so in this case, the problem says find the 100 number in each sequence. When it says 100 number in this sequence, arithmetic sequence, I mean the 100 term, the position. What will be the value of this position, sorry, of this sequence in that 100 position? That will be a little bit harder trying to, well, we can identify the pattern. If you see, we can write the pattern, right? For example, the letter
Teacher,
A.
I think I know.
Okay,
In the one of no, okay, in the A, I think the best way to solve it is by multiplying 12 times 100.
exactly. This is one singular choice because every number, exactly, every number has an increase of 12 units, right? And you're right. Well, this is the easier way to do it. But basically, ultimately, we're going to improve or we're going to apply the concept that we learned yesterday, okay? Basically, the main idea is to prepare a review, how to identify or create the equation that satisfies that sequence, okay? Because as soon as you can see, the number 12 represents the first term, right? Remember, the first term that we call A1. And the common difference, as soon as you identify the distance between 12 and 24, that will be 12, 24 with
12.
36, 12, 36 with 48 will be 12, and so on, okay? So the better, in this case, the thing that we have to do is create the first of all, the algebraical expression that we're going to satisfy that sequence, and after that, find out the 100 term. This is what we call the end term. Remember how we can write the end term. The end term, or h sub n, is given by the following formula. A1 plus n minus 1 multiplying by d. Okay? Now, first of all, we want to create the algebraical expression. Remember, algebraical expression is the unit between numbers, variables, and mathematical operation, right? Addition, subtraction, product, something like that. What does that mean? First of all, we're going to replace the value of A1 and D. Okay, so give me a hand. What is the value of A1?
12.
Is 12, right? Excellent. 12 plus n minus 1 because we really need to create the algebraic expression, and the common difference will be
12.
12, right? Excellent. 12. For that reason, now we're going to apply this distributive property. I mean, this number 12 multiply n, and also this number 12 multiply -1. So what do we got? We got an equals 12 plus 12 times n will be
12.
12n, right? 12n. And 12 times -1 will be
Negative 12.
-12, all right? So we can apply like terms. If you see 12 minus 12 will be 0. Both can be canceled. For that reason, our equation will be equal 12n. This is going to be our n term, all right? This is the algebraic expression. Now, because the problem asking for what will be the 100 number or the 100 term, now we're going to apply what did you said at the beginning of the situation. You said, I think, mister, the solution will be easier because the only thing that I have to do is multiply by 12, 100. And you're right. You're going to do that. But just clarify or create a simple algebraic expression why you conclude that thing. So, because we're going to looking for the 100 term, we're going to replace the letter n by 100, and we're going to say that the 100 term will be equal 12 multiplied by 100. So the answer will be 12 times 1 will be 12, and we can add zeros, okay? Will be 1,200. Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
I just have one question.
Mhm.
It's what is, I forgot what was about the homework that you
Okay, the homework.
assigned.
Okay, the homework will include. Well, actually, you're going to find out in EduBox platform. Okay. Okay. Let me show you. I don't know. Did you copy that already or not yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
No, Mr.
Okay. Just let me know when you're finished. I'm going to show you where you're going to find out the homework. And the topics are going to include in the homework the rules of prime factorizations, least common multiple or least common factor, greatest common factor, and algebraical expressions, especially when we apply the distributive property. Okay. We are not including in this first homework. We are not including arithmetic sequence, not yet. That will be the next homework, but not yet. In the next homework will be after vacations. I won't let you homeworks to do it in your vacations. That will be cruel, right? So after vacations, take your vacations, and after the vacations, I mean, let me see, the Friday, next Friday will be 16, right? No, 17, right? The next Friday will be 17. So the next homework will be in September 24th to deliver in September 28th. But don't worry about it. Have you done?
I finished, Mister.
Okay, let me share the screen. Just hold on. Okay, permítame. Okay. Okay. So, share screen. This is EduBox platform. Let me know if you can see the picture. Can you see the
Yes,
application? Okay, then.
I can see this.
Yes.
Okay, obviously because I'm teacher, the pedal box platform has different options than you're a student. Okay, well in my case, you're going to find out the activities. This is seventh grade, right? Mathematics, seventh grade, and I don't know if you in your EduBox platform has this option. In Spanish says recursos de la clase.
Yes,
Oh,
mister.
yes.
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 Yes, it
Okay,
does.
push the button over here, and you're going to find out interesting things. One of them will be, for example, the class recording basic math. Okay, with this link, you're going to copy them, click the right click, use the right click with your mouse, and go to the YouTube platform. Okay, well, at least we have videos until September 6th in that YouTube platform. And you're going to see the class. But today, if God wills, I'm going to upload the videos on this week. And moving down this lesson, you're going to see the first quarter homework, okay? This is the name of the lesson or the topics that include in this lesson: algebraical expressions, prime factorization, algebraical expressions, and their properties. When I'm saying their properties, I'm saying distributive property, community property, associative property, and identity property. In algebraical expressions, you're going to have equations and evaluate them, okay? And you're going to push the button this over here in homework number 1. Well, in my case, editar contenido because I'm teacher, okay? And you're going to see the Microsoft Word file or archive, and you're going to see, just hold on. Mhm. Okay, can you read the document? ¿Pueden verlo?
No.
No. Yes, déjenme ver pues. Eso es EduBox Strike Back. Okay, hold on. I'll do it again. Share screen, and that's it. Can you see that one right now?
Yes.
Well, and we have 5 questions. No, 6 questions. One of them, which expression is the prime factorization of 180? You know, prime factorization have divided by 2, divided by 3. You know what they have to do. In the second one, I ask you what is the greatest common factor of 14 and 38. Okay. In the third one, says you have a wooden board that measures 54 centimeters by 90 centimeters. You want to cut the board into identical square pieces with integral size, length, and use all of the wood. Okay, so in the letter A, make a sketch of the board. Find 3 possible lengths of the square. So, I mean, you have to apply that prime factorization to do that. So, what is the largest side length you can choose? And how many square pieces will you have? Okay. So, when I ask you the largest side length, that will be the number with the highest frequency. Okay. And something like that. So, in the problem number 4 mentioned, find the least common multiple or least common factor is the same of the numbers 32, 60, 18, and 45. Problem number 5 says, simplify the following expressions using the distributive property. Okay. By the way, this is not 3x times 2. This is 3x squared. By the way, in the letter B is 3x squared, not 3x2. 3x squared. Okay. In the letter B, please take a note in that thing.
Master,
Yep.
in Word you have an option that you can put it in like
Okay.
the first one.
Okay, you're going to obviously you're going to develop your homework, right? In your obviously in your notebook, you can take the picture, obviously, in the book, and you're going to upload this homework and EduBox platform. You can upload the homework.
Buto, good morning. And copy the things on our notebook.
Okay, you can copy, you don't need to copy once again the problem because if you see this is the worksheet, right? Student name. Okay, you write your name. And after that, you can, how to say that situation. After that archive, you can add in the process. I don't know if you got the idea.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
there we just put the answers and our notebooks. We do the process and we send them both together.
Exactly,
Perfect.
exactly. But with the process, but not only answer, I mean, you need the process, okay? So in the number 5, we're going to apply the security property. Well, letter A, letter B, and letter C. Just clarify, this is not 3x2. This is 3x. Yeah, Andre, tell me. This is 3x squared, okay? And finally, the problem number 6. Okay, this is an algebraical expression. The problem says you belong to an online DVD rental service. Your yearly rental budget is $200. Each rental costs around $4. We have the table. And the problem says complete, copy, and complete the table because you have one DVD, two DVD, but you have to complete the table, right? Finish the table. And to finish the table, obviously you have to write an equation that satisfies that conditions. And after that, then we have a final question. How many DVDs you will able to rent before the $200 is spent? Explain how you find the answer. Okay? Okay, I have a questions over here. For example, all right then.
I have one question.
Yes, Sebastian?
Okay, I saw, I don't remember what do we need to do when we are subtracting, for example, the rx minus 4,
Okay,
but
let me
3x
see.
minus 4,
Let me see again. In which part?
and number 5,
Number
the
5, in which one?
number B.
In the letter B. Remember the security property? That means we have the expression, right? 3x cubed. This 3x cubed we are going to multiply by 3x squared times 2x times -1. Okay, we're going to copy the three results. Obviously, positive when it's positive and negative when it's negative. And repeat the process with -4. -4 multiplying 3x squared, -4 multiplying 2x, and -4 multiplying by -1. After you are complete this product, remember, for adding or subtracting numerical expressions, we really need to have the same letter or variable with the same power. If we have the same letter but different power, there's nothing we can do. The only thing that we have to do is, how to say that, remarkable the answer, okay? But if we have same letter
Okay.
with same power, like terms. If we have two numbers without letters, you know, these like terms, we can add or subtract depending the case, okay?
Okay, so in B we need to put 3x times 4, 3x
Okay,
wait,
3x cubed in the letter B, 3x cubed multiply 3x squared, also multiplying 2x, and also will be multiplying by -1, all right? 3x cubed, 3 times the security property, and -4, 3 times also, okay? Got it?
okay. Yes.
And in the letter C, remember, x will multiply x minus 4. And the number 4 over here, the right side will multiply also x minus 4. Got it?
Yes, so that will be 4
Four
now.
numbers. Yeah, we're going to got 4 terms. And remember, they could be reduced if we have like terms. Understood?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect then. So let's continue then with the class. So, yeah, go right ahead, Lorena. Okay, guys, before to continue with the second one, do you have some questions or everything is clear? Guys, seventh grader?
For me, I think it's a, I think it's two.
Okay, so let's going to proceed with the letter B. In the letter B, they're asking for the same situation. All right. In the letter B, we have the sequence. What sequence do we have? 225. Another one will be 150. Another one will be 75. Another one will be 0, and so on. Okay? What is the first thing that we have to do? Well, first of all, identify what is the first term? What number is the
225.
exactly 225? Okay, this is going to be the first term that we call A1. And now tell me, what is the common difference?
75.
Okay, almost, but you have a little mistake. Why is not 75? You made a little mistake.
It's minus the
It's
negative.
negative 75. Perfect. Why? Because if you see, your sequence is decreasing, okay? And because it's decreasing, be careful at the moment when to assign the symbol. This situation will be negative 75 because the sequence is decreasing, okay? It's decreasing. So if we continue to do it, 150, 75, 0, negative 75, negative 150, negative 225, and we continue so on. Okay? Understood why is negative 75 the common difference?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Now let's going to proceed to create the equation. AN once again. AN equals first term plus n minus 1 multiplying by d. Remember, first, we want to create the algebraical expression, all right? So that means I'm going to replace A1 and D. So AN equals A1, 225, plus N minus 1 multiplied by negative 75. Negative 75. Now what we're going to do, let's going to proceed applying the distributive property. We're going to copy 225 and negative 75 times n will be negative,
Negative 75 and
exactly. Now, negative 75 times negative 1,
positive
75, right?
75.
Remember the identity property of the product. Every
Yeah,
number was
doubting myself
multiplying.
because of
Exactly.
positive.
Okie dokie. So we have line terms. We can add 225 plus 75. Would you like to tell me what is the final result?
Negative
No. 225
uh,
with positive 75.
yeah.
Remember, we cannot subtract this one because it has a variable over here. It is only the number. The like terms will be 200,
300.
300. Perfect.
300
Exactly.
plus.
So the equation of the algebraical equation will be 300 negative 75 n. Okay? This is going to be the algebraical expression. So the problem mentioned or asking for, okay, you got the algebraical expression. Perfect. That's nice. Now tell me what will be the 100 term. Well, simple. Taking this algebraical equation, I'm going to replace the letter n by the 100 term. I mean, a 100 that will be equal to 300 negative 75 times the volume n is 100, right? So
Yes.
300 negative, you know, every time that you want to multiply a number with another one who has zeros at the beginning, the only thing that we have to do is multiply the number by the number different than zero. The situation will be 75 times 175 and add the next zero because we have two zeros out over here. And we have negative 7,500. Okay? So for that reason, my dear student, the answer will be chon, 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 chon. Tell me the answer, come
Uh,
on.
wait, it doesn't fit. Uh, but we need to multiply 3,000 times
Okay,
7,000.
first of
It's
all,
gonna be negative 7,200.
exactly. The answer will be negative 7,200. Perfect. Remember, the first thing that we have to do is multiply the parentheses. Meaning, negative never subtract first and after that multiply. No, because we have a one number next to a parenthesis. So negative 75 times 100 will be negative 7,500. And negative 7,500 plus 30 will be negative 7,200. Okay, that's it. That's all that we have to do in that situation.
Mister,
Uh-huh.
I was lag, I think so, because I did not hear nothing. I don't know if it was my headphones, but you're going to take a screenshot to send it to the chat, right?
Okay, repeat again. Repeat it again, please.
Because that's because I was a little bit lag and my headphone
Uh-huh.
doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to send a screenshot to the chat so I can copy it. Right?
Oh, yeah, you really need to know. Well, I was seeing a few questions in the chat, but you really need to see once again the homework, where you're going to locate the homework?
No, that I
No.
already saw it, but
Mm-hmm.
exercise B, yeah, I mean,
Okay, you really need to be once again what exercise B? The homework or what we explained in
no,
the
the classwork.
okay, the classwork. Oh well, that's homework.
Yes.
Okay, let me share screen once again. Okay, we have the share, right? Can you see right now the
No,
document?
mister, the
No?
one of the board.
Oh, that one on the board. Sorry. Okay, okay. I'm going to repeat. You need the explanation again?
Yes, please.
Okay, then. Okay. So I'll say it again. I'm going to erase this part just for avoid confusion. Okay. Remember the instruction
Okay.
says find the 100 term in each sequence. Okay. So I'm going to take the second sequence. The second sequence is 225, 150, 75, 0, and so on. Okay. Basically, the main idea on this problem is create the algebraical expression, okay, that satisfies this arithmetic sequence, okay, and when we finish to create this equation, evaluate that equation by their position, the 100 term. This is the objective of the problem, right? So the first thing that we have to do is identify what is the first term. I mean, the first number. What is the first number in this sequence? No?
Um,
What number is this?
225.
Exactly. So I'm going to label 225 like a A1 because it's the name of the first term. Okay. So the second step is identify the common difference. Okay, the common difference is the number who is increasing or decreasing the arithmetic sequence. For example, what is the distance between 225 and 150? Is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Right?
It's
Exactly.
decreasing.
Is decreasing. For that reason, there will be a value of negative
Negative.
Negative
75.
75.
That's why, because it's decreasing. If the sequence were starting from 0, 75, 150, 225, that common difference, that's supposed to be positive 75 because the sequence is increasing, okay? This is how we're going to identify the first two terms. We know the, the first one is A1 and the common difference will be D. So, given the explanation, remember this is the arithmetic sequence formula. A sub n, yn, because this is the name of the variable, equals a1 plus parentheses n minus 1d. Remember, first step, create the algebraical expression. Remember algebraical expression, we're supposed to have a variable, numbers, and mathematical operations. Understood on this part?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then. So I'm going to replace the value of A1 was 225 and the value of this common difference or distance, if you want to say that situation, that we conclude is negative 75. We have distributive property, okay? Remember distributive property, the outside number that's supposed to multiply with the inside elements of the parentheses. I mean, negative 75 multiplied by n, and at the same time, negative 75 multiplied by negative 1, okay? So, uncopy 225, that's it. Now, negative 75 times n will be negative 75n. Another one, negative 75 times negative 1 will be positive 71. So because we have two like terms, what are the like terms? The like terms are the numbers that they don't have variable in that situation. In this case, positive 225 and positive 75. Be careful to subtract these two numbers. We cannot subtract these two numbers because this number has a letter and this number, it doesn't have a letter. This is not like terms. Like terms are the numbers 225 and 75 because both are numbers and they don't have variables. For that reason, we have the equation 300 minus 75n. Understood into this part?
Yes.
Okay then. Now, because you have the algebraical equation or algebraical expression, the only thing that we have to do is evaluate the equation using the value of n that will be the 100 number or term. Remember, n represents that term, the position of the term of the number, and says evaluate the equation in the position 100. For that reason, taking this formula, I'm changing the letter N by 100. But remember, we cannot subtract 300 minus 75. Remember the order of the operation. The first thing that we have to do is the product, okay? And this parenthesis means we have a product. For that reason, we multiply negative 75 times 100, and that will be negative 7,500. Okay, and because of the beginning we have positive 300, so 7,000 negative 7,500 plus 300 will be negative 7,200, and that's it. That's all that we have to do in this problem.
Okay,
Understood?
thanks, mister. Yes.
All right, there is
Yes.
no another doubt. Everything's clear.
No. Yeah.
Okay, dokie then. So the next lesson, because I don't think we have some times to finish this, but just for introduce you, I'm going to erase the second part of the whiteboard just for let you know, give you a little idea what we're going to study on Monday. Okay. Okay, let me, yeah, no, this is, don't worry, this is from 10th grade students. This is not belongs to you, at least for a while. And we're going to study on Monday. Well, forget about it. On Monday, we're going to have the first class word, by the way. Don't forget the first class word. Please common
I
factor. Mhm.
I just have one question. I
Yep.
saw in the homework that there's a parenthesis that inside the parenthesis there is x and
Mhm.
-4. How, how how
Oh,
can I do that?
x plus 4 and x minus 4. Okay.
No,
And I'm going to
yes.
give you one
Ah,
simple
that's
example.
a minus sign.
Yeah, it's minus
That's
x
a
times.
minus sign.
Yeah,
Ah, so
the problem is x plus 4 times x minus 4. And we apply the distributive property also. Got it? Got it?
yes. Ah,
Yes.
so if we put the distributive property,
Distributive
it
property.
will
Yes.
be
Okay,
it
I'm
will
going to show
be
you.
four.
I'm going to show you the example. Well, we have
Okay.
x plus 6 times x. I don't know the same question. Okay, x minus 6. Okay. What we're going to do in
Okay.
this case, we're going to apply the distributive property. Remember the distributive property. The first value x to the left side will multiply with the letter x to the right side and at the same time with -6. Also, after you're
Yes.
finished that one, the positive 6 over here will multiply x and also multiply by -6. In simple merely words, the answer will be, I will do it step by step. X times x, I'll do it step by step. X times x, positive times negative,
Um,
negative, right? X
yes.
times 6. We complete the first two numbers, okay? Now with the number 6. Positive 6 times x, okay? Positive 6 times x. And finally, positive times negative will be negative 6 times 6.
Uh,
Are you following to this part?
um,
Are you following?
yes.
Okay, then.
Yes.
So remember, x times x will be
X
Uh,
power of
x by the power of 2.
exactly x to the power 2 or x squared. All right, excellent. And you know, x times 6 is say negative 6x. We reorder the number first. Same happen over here. Positive 6 times x will be positive 6x. And finally, negative 6 times 6 will be
30. Negative
36.
36.
36. So I have a question for you. Do we have the lighters over here? We have lighters?
Uh, yes.
Yes, the middle one, right? So
Yes.
6x minus 6x,
12x. 12x.
are you sure?
You said minus.
6x minus 6x. If you have
Ah,
six, how to say that, 6 apples, and if I eat all of them, how many apples do we have?
0.
0, right? 6 minus 6 will be 0. For that
it,
reason, 6x, see that one, negative 6x plus 6x, cancel, that will be 0, right? So
yes.
we cannot subtract x squared minus 36 because they're not like terms. For that reason, the answer will be x
X
squared minus 36. And that's it. Understood?
Yes.
All right then. So
Yes.
the time is over, guys. I really appreciate your participation. Okay. It got wheels. I'll see you on Monday. Okay. And if you have doubts or questions or word about the homework, don't hesitate to let me know. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye. Thank
guys.
you.
Hi,
My
Mister.
Bye.
pleasure.
Have
Bye
a
bye.
good
Mister.
in
Have
the
a
server lab.
great and
Bye,
wonderful weekend.
master.
Bye bye.
Mister.
Thank you. Bye.
Mister,
Yep.
you see that no.
Yep. Excuse me.
Look my image on
No,
my
no, no, no,
camera.
Ever. No, don't do that.
Hmm?
Look to my camera. You see Death Note.
If I ever seen that though, I know the picture. Actually, I saw the picture. of that note was a few years ago. I think one or no, 4 or 5 years ago.
Mister,
But the
look.
live action,
No,
that no picture, the live
Yes, yes.
action
Mister,
movie.
look to my camera. Look
no,
my
Ever,
camera.
don't do that. No.
Well, I can see your camera. I cannot see your picture actually.
Actually, it's a picture, but my camera is
Well, I can see it. I can see the picture on you,
And then
but
you say dead note.
oh yeah. But I really need to approach this because the internet signal is not so well over here. That's why the definition of the letters I cannot read them. That's why.
Mm.
uh
But yeah, I'm when I approach it to the monitor, yeah, it said that note. Yeah, I got
okay.
it.
Bye, Mister.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. Oh, you always.